Hello, so let's speak about getting ready for the next dungeon. Now this is going to be for a 2-skull dungeon, but the same principles still apply. Now before you go to the first dungeon, you might as well do some of the extra quests. For example, you can do the sword quest, speak with the people in Osbrook, the sword quest, the herbalist quest, and some other stuff. But here we are in Menshare. But you can do this in Osbrook, you just have to buy the smaller backpack, which is a knapsack. And then we have the backpack, which is a proper backpack. As you can see, it has a lot of extra room in it. You can also put this over here. Basically, you'll be visiting the leather guy or the tailor in Osbrook. As for your weapon, for your armor, well, I recommend what you can get, but remember that you need gloves that give accuracy and reduce fumble chance. So the split vamp braces or vamp braces are very good for that. Put whatever you can, weapon. Well, in the beginning, two-handed weapons are not really that good, so you might as well pick up a shield, whatever shield you can, because it will definitely be much more useful than, you know, a two-handed weapon that can barely hit the enemy. For example, the novice drop can also be good for a mage. Look at that, the leather vamp braces. I played so much with the leather vamp braces, they're just great, look at that. You get crit efficiency, minus fumble chance, and accuracy. Plus the skill energy cost is minus 5%. So yeah, this is basically the straightforward upgrade to the leather vamp braces. Also put some gloves on or some other stuff, but gloves and boots are super important as well because they give you the highest stats. For example, the traveling shoes. You might think, well, that's not so important, but look at that. Bleed resistance, move, energy rest. Anyway, just a lot of cool things happening. I have the recruit boots just because I need the extra protection. So this can also be applied to any stage of the game. Maybe some people will find the first part of the game much easier, so they'll know what to do in tier 1 dungeons, but tier 2 dungeons will give them more problems. And of course the shields will be here. Now as you can see, I have the 5th shield because of the counter chance, and it doesn't really reduce much. For example, the Woken shield will reduce your energy. And the block chance, well, as you can see, it's double that. Block power is 9, which is much better. I think I'll just go with this one until I find something a little more appropriate. You don't want something that will super heavy. Also, you need a crossbow. Your secondary weapon should be a crossbow that has a lot of accuracy. Don't get the one that reduces your accuracy by 50%. That's horrible. You'll not hit anything. Yeah, there are not a lot of options. So some people say, wait, why don't you get that thing? True. You can get that thing, which is take aim, which will give you 59% accuracy, which means you will hit a lot, but think about it, you're wasting a skill point for something you'll barely be using, plus... Okay, so if you're having trouble with the game, get a crossbow, the one that doesn't debuff your accuracy too much, and then get the taking aim. If you're wondering how the crossbows works, well, it's a simple mechanic. Now, the farther away the enemy, the lesser your chance to hit. I think you lose 2% chance to hit per distance. Plus the enemies also have a dodge rating, the animals will have a much bigger dodge rating, so that means, I think, well, it's a little bit overkill with take aim and accuracy minus 46%, but nope. Again, there are some hidden stats in the game that are not very well explained. And besides, if you're wondering about the damage, you can also take various bolts. You have the leaf-shaped ones, and then you have the Botkin ones, which have better armor penetration and more accuracy. And you have the broadheads, which will do more damage, but they have lower accuracy. 88 one. Yeah, so again, that depends on how much money you have, but as you can see, you can improve your you know, your utility a lot more than it seems. So that's 2 vendors visited. It depends if you have any scrolls or not, but usually you want to buy all of the identify scrolls and look at what other things you can get from this guy. Let me look at something 35, usually 35 and 12, 35. Now let's go to the healing supplies. Whatever you cannot buy, you can also just buy from the other merchants. Remember to always chat to them. Remember to ask them what they can teach you. That will give you an idea of what you need. Usually I would go for 2 splints. But I think we're kind of high enough that we don't need them anymore. So if you don't find what you need over here, I also recommend an intoxication potion, but no one has them. Intoxication, the potion that reduces this thing over here. I guess there's not much you can do. I also like to have a sponge just because the pain can become annoying. One will be enough in the beginning of the game. Also, this one is very good because it also reduces the pain, but it gives you intoxication, so think about it. That's going to... Sometimes it's not going to be enough. So let me look at this thing. Now, normally I would take more themes like this. But since I don't have another place to buy them, I guess this will be okay. So the healing salves are great to heal body parts that are injured. Okay, now for the food. Keep in mind you have multiple vendors in all locations, so you might as well look at all of them. Sometimes you might find surprising things. Like over here you have the Surgeon Toolkit, which is kind of interesting, but as you can see it's 250, but it restores a lot of healing and can do wonders. Now, since my character has a lot of money and I cannot really do anything with it, I'll just buy this one as well. Now we have the sponges for the pain, that as well. But keep in mind, that's kind of like the last resort. I'm just kind of preparing for the future of the game. As for the traps, well, you have over here, as you can see, I have the caltrops and the throwing net. The throwing net is amazing because it will basically make the enemies fumble a lot, which means they'll miss their attacks, and you also will have an easier time hitting them. They cannot block, they cannot dodge, they cannot really hit you, they cannot counter you, they also have a bigger backfire chance, meaning if they are using spells it can hit them again. This has 12 durability, which is great. You can also try some of the other traps, but they're a little harder to use. So caltrops, mobilize, stagger, confusion, can deal damage, and this one. These are also very good ones, like I showed you. Now for the food, well, basically for the food, eat healthy. Eat as healthy as you can, that's the bottom line. So as you can see, this is for the beginning of the game, but also for the later parts. So you may be wondering what's good for that. Well, basically healthy food. Let me show you. So, pancakes, morale and sanity. This is the morale, sanity and immunity. These three are a trio that you always have to keep an eye on. If you're injured, your morale will drop, sanity will drop. What does this affect? Keep in mind, unholy damage will reduce your sanity by a lot. You will have some problems. You can get a negative debuff that is very bad. Immunity just removes intoxication, and intoxication can be also gained from a variety of ways, especially through snake bites. As you can see, this will give you Aldorian pickled cabbage, pain resistance, which is great for 600 turns, health restoration, healing efficiency, intoxication resistance, plus morale and immunity, so that's great already. Manshare's fair salad. It reduces intoxication, gives you sanity, morale, and immunity. So as you can see, this is amazing for all of those stats. Mushroom salad, mostly for immunity's sake. Green salad, more or less the same thing. As you can see, you can get some foods that will be super valuable for you. And you can also just buy more of them. Some of them last a long time right now. And they at least last longer than before. 5 days, so yeah, I guess you can make a good choice over here, but usually as you can see I'm going with the salads and the other useful things. Now, this is your loadout. You don't go to a dungeon before you save, before you sleep, but I have another tip for you. This might be dependent on your current situation. I recommend you save your game before you go and accept the mission, because if you have a mission that you cannot possibly win, well, might as well not take it. So yeah, this might be annoying if you fail the mission once or twice, but on the other hand, you cannot finish it. That means you can basically refuse it, more or less, if it's too hard. Okay, so we have our mission, we have everything. Contracts. Go on map. Now, another very important thing that was added recently will be the modifications. Or the modifiers. You have to go over here in reputation, and you have to go to the location you're currently in. So in Manshare will get more money for finishing crypt contracts and some other stuff, and you also have the day delivery, blah blah blah. So look at the modifiers. If a city has a modifier you like, go and do the missions there. Which basically means sometimes you just have to stop from doing any missions, so you can focus on the locations that will have, you know, a modifier. So for example, Manshare has a modifier, go into Manshare. If you don't have any modifiers left, do the other quests. For example, like the merchant request, the herbalist, the other stuff, or even the other locations. So we can go there to Dembry. Where's the other location? Bryn. I guess we discovered Bryn already. So we can go to Bryn or Dembry. Again, just explore the map, do anything else if you like. but don't waste too much money. You can also have some modifiers, for example, kill all enemies or get something or do something. Don't worry about it. I also recommend you do all of the missions during the day, or at least you start them during the day, and be careful when you ask for more money, because more money might mean you're haggling. Haggling reduces your reputation. It's horrible. So if you haggle for 100 extra coin and lose 50 reputation, that's not worth it. But also, because of the dialogue choice, you might lose reputation. So as you can see, preparing for an adventure is such a big step. And also, when you're going to a dungeon, I recommend you pick up all of the plants, all of the berries and all of the stuff so you can make fodder. Fodder can be made from all sorts of plants and berries, and you can sell them once you get back. So definitely keep that in mind. Also have some other things, but it's going to be a little harder to do. You also have the smoking mix, which horrible, but it works. Another very important thing is to look at your coin purse. If you have the ancient coins, remember to sell them separately because they're actually a valuable item. So yeah. Raven Hill. Over here, winery. This is kind of like the short the short tutorial for how to equip before a mission. Now remember that this is one of those games, like, I guess you can compare it to Rust or other survival games like this, or Daisy. I think that Daisy is the better comparison. You start with perfect health and perfect stats, and those stats are very hard to maintain as you play more and more of the game. Yeah, you might have better equipment, but if you ignore your stats and don't always max them out or top them off, you'll still be in a lot of trouble. You also have to learn what each map does and what each, well, not each map, each biome. So this biome over here, the plain biome, doesn't offer much in terms of resources, but you can still pick them up. When you have a lot of them, I mean, you can look at what they do. But they're mostly, oh, by the way, you have 2 water skins. I forgot to tell you that. So drink water before you leave, but that's kind of like self-explained. Also keep in mind that you cannot cross the water unless you go through a bridge or just follow the map. Oh man, it's annoying. Well, I guess you can try. Let's see what the crossing is for this part. Don't go through the 3 portions of the water. Interesting. I guess I'm a little stuck over here. Okay, so the tutorial, the guide is over, and I'm just a bit perplexed by the map generation that I got. How am I supposed to cross this big water, this big river? So I'm keeping away from the wild animals. The wild animals are so strong in the beginning of the game. I guess we'll go all over the place. You can also hunt the ducks and some of the other birds. But that plays into other mechanics that we will discuss in other videos as well. You might be thinking, do you need so much stuff? Yes, you need so much stuff in the beginning of the game. So, it's actually pretty good to have the riches on you. That's capybara, the recently added. Oh, it's a strike guide. Be careful you don't get too wet, because the wetness is very bad. This is actually very good right now because it gives you some immunity back, it removes some intoxication, and it improves the body parts. So it's kind of worth picking them up. You can also try and sell them. Okay, so as you can see, even if you have good armor, you still take a lot of HP damage. You also don't want your armor to get smashed too badly. This is a very unfortunate map generation. Is this like this for everyone? Okay, I guess I have too much stuff. Let me put the net over here in the backpack. You can put the bread over there as well, and the pancakes as well, because they don't spoil. So I recommend you put in your backpack the food that will not spoil very fast. And you can eat it as you go. Alright, this is a little more interesting. By the way, never respect a single bandit. And they did a lot of damage this time. Okay, time to use a little bit of a leech. Remember not to fight while you have a leech on you. Oh, that's still too deep, so... I guess I'm missing a bridge or something. I remember this used to have bridges. If I try to cross right now, I think I'll just die. You have to be at least able to see the other side. Really, game, why did you do this to me? I guess I could have taken the road. Oh well, that's how the game is these days. Let's pretend we know what we're doing. Let's eat a green salad. And more leeches, thank you game. No, I guess it's giving me the consolation prize, which is the leeches. I cannot see the other side. Get more of that stuff. Okay, this is very annoying. I remember a lot of times that I just died just because I tried to cross the water. Let's just go back. I think I should just go back. Let this bandit get shot by his friend. I have only one arrow left. We're level 6 now. Glorious. And as you can see, the first stat I will use, or I'll upgrade, will be health. So we'll go for about 100 health to a lot more. Yeah, I care about the health, but also the block power recovery, but control resistance is also pretty good. And now I'll probably go with perception, just because I like the crit range. The crit chance, I mean. And probably it'll have to be agility, I'm not sure, we'll have to see. I also hunt the little animals, but I don't recommend it in the beginning because you just waste a lot of time. You need a lot of patience to do most of the things in the game. The bridge is all the way over here. Yeah, I guess I should have followed the road. That's probably there was a bridge over there. Oh well. My mistake. What else is over here that I can't discover? Well, I guess it would just be a nice stroll through the neighborhood. It's time to create the thing, so use shift. I don't think the horses will like the leeches. Fodder, cat, 46 fodder. That's actually pretty good. I don't like playing in the dark because it's mostly because people cannot see anything on YouTube. I don't think I want to cross the water just to see what the encounter is over there, what point of interest. By the way, it's very dangerous to walk near the water like this when you can be surrounded, so never cut off your escape. The game is being extra annoying today. Boiled egg? Is it worth following him? No, not worth it. Okay, so that's for there as well. Immunity, lovely. We're try to position yourself in such a way that they'll hit their friends. Throw away the arrow. Okay, let's see what point of interest is over there. By the way, be very, very careful with these points of interest. Yeah, sometimes that can be hard because there are other bigger enemies that are very tough to kill. Enjoying my rhubarb over here. I think Henbane is something we can turn into fodder. Yep. Nettle. I don't think nettle can be turned into fodder either. That's a net, by the way. You can get that net. This is an advanced group of bandits. I don't want to fight them. You can have your little corner of the map. I'm not falling for the trap. Okay, that hurt my arm a little bit, but that's why we have the leeches. Okay, I don't think that's fodder. Delicious boiled egg. Well, we are a bit hungry. I guess we can eat another salad. All in today's. Anti-morale and immunity. Lovely. Just throwing plates everywhere. It's kind of a cruel thing to do, but what can we do? At least we got a lot of health. I mean, we got a lot of health regeneration going. Getting pretty fatigued, sadly. How funny would it be if I just died in the dungeon? Well, if I died, that's part of the game, and I cannot see I'll be too bothered about it, because, well, that's a learning experience. I haven't played this version yet, so I guess I might be surprised by certain things. Do I have anything that I can take from maces? Onslaught. Onslaught would be good. Okay, let's take Onslaught. So we start with Onslaught. I think we need extra damage against these enemies. But mostly I want more protection, and I cannot get more protection. This is the best I could find. A little bit of health, a little bit of piercing. I think this is a much better ring than it looks. That percentage based. Physical resistance, so wait, what does this apply to? Torso. 5, 5, and 5, and 17. Not sure this applies. I have to look at piercing, so it's 8% overall. Applies to every body part. That's actually pretty good then. Hey, this is why some of the rings can mean the difference between a very good run and a very bad run. I cannot believe I had to walk all of that way over there. Well, I guess I avoided that point of interest just to be on the safe side. 50 experience. It's glorious. You can search what's inside. Usually there's nothing good. 4 and 4%. I guess we can search the tombs as well, but again, there's nothing good in here. Might as well not even try, to be completely honest. Too destroyed. I don't think it will be worth anything. But that's useful. Okay, it's time to get ready for the actual dungeon. Time to, you know, kind of give away these things. That's a nice amount of fodder, I like it. I think we can keep that with us. So, this is just to heal injuries. I guess you can say this is kind of like an extended healing balm, more or less, but it can cause pain. I hate this enemy so much. It's so onslaught first of all because it reduces their control resistance, and then armor break, and then is the initiative preferably. These guys are harmless, but I don't want to join a bigger crowd. What is that thing? It's just a flagellant. Let's wait a few turns until this buff goes away. That's pretty annoying, unidentified mace. I guess I would also recommend you take a few identification scrolls, but I forgot to do that. We should be okay though. Exploration is also useful because it gives you a chance to regenerate your stamina. Are you? Yeah, you kind of have to know what they do. Just a fighter that enjoys the pain, so try to kill them fast. Initiative. That was pretty annoying. Resting room. This is a flagellant, I expect, yes. Yeah, she negates your abilities, which can get really annoying. What's that all? By the way, let's put some leeches on our forehead. That's a pretty good idea, right? Like I said, I'm also regenerating my energy, because sometimes if you run out of energy, it's kind of like instant death. Throwing net. Oh, you can actually get a throwing net recipe. You need rope, and wire. Okay, so I know how to make the rope. I just need to buy a wire and I can make basically infinite throwing nets. That's actually great. It's a very dangerous enemy. Bloodthirst, that's actually the worst one. Now, if you're not sure if you can win or not, just rush to the out of the dungeon. In case of danger, you can quickly escape. This is exactly what I was afraid of. Tell me it's almost dead. It's not almost dead. Now, there's no reason to risk it and risk your health, your injuries and some other stuff. Just go outside, relax a little bit. Drink something, eat something. Then go back inside. You don't really want to fight corner like that. What is the durability on this thing? It's 8. I think you lose a random amount of durability when you throw it, or it might be based on how long it stays on the target. Let me look at the effects. Oh, nothing. I like when I crit with that. I guess you can also take the potions and identify them later. Usually they're worth it. Also, you kind of have to know how much to rest so you have all of your energy by the time you get back to your initial location. Cupboard, I think, please. This is just junk. As you can see, it's not worth it. Unless it's kind of... It doesn't cost around 50, it's not worth it. I would say the books are almost always worth it. Here's with the traps. Those are the ancient coins. Like I said, you can sell them separately, so don't just let them sit in your pouch. One coin is worth 4 normal coins, and I think you can trade them at the bank in green for the right amount of money. Otherwise, if you sell them, it will not be that much. So, only the non-important rooms are locked. So that means you can find a lot of loot in these rooms. But they're not essential. Oh, I like that. Actually need charcoal. So, charcoal is very useful for some caravan upgrades. So, remember to keep them. Water? No way, I'm eating this. Delicious. So, if you don't need a specific room to finish the quests, then it will be blocked or locked. The difference. If it's blocked, you need the crowbar. If it's locked, you need a lockpick. Well, I guess I don't have the crowbar with me. It's the crowbar, but the crowbar is mostly used in the crypts to open the doors. I think we can just survive with the lockpicks in this one. You can see every dungeon now has its specific thing. I'm also trying to do the regions that are closest to the exit. These enemies are so tough and resistant to damage. There's a big chance my weapon will break if I'm not careful. So as you can see, fatigue is really setting in. Militia. I need. Remember to sometimes use the search button so you don't step into a trap. Try to hold something tasty. That's tasty to me. Also destroy all of the battles, but usually they're not worth it. The only dungeon that is worth destroying the things is of course the crypt. The crypt, all of the things can drop a lot of loot. Perfect. Pouring, that's basically worthless. I guess I'll keep it if I don't need anything else. Mushroom. And these dungeons are not worth it. Careful when... Yeah. See? I got the debuff. The big one. So bad the malicious. A lot of dead bodies over there. Let's see if we can get a good throw. It's a little annoying because it will stack pain on you amongst other effects. That was actually pretty easy, but we destroyed our net. But again, I destroyed my net, but I won the dungeon basically. I guess we can still die if we're not careful. I'm not sure if we can sell this. It looks pretty destroyed. It's below 50% HP, 50% durability, so I guess we cannot sell it. And it's mostly designed for mages. Cowardly mages. I like the design of this. Also notice I'm just drawing one enemy at a single time. It would have been a disaster if I had to fight that many enemies. It's not easier with my debuff. Identified mace. I don't think I want to identify it either. I guess we have to take the potions because I'm just taking... By the way, you should take all of the potions. It doesn't matter how they look because their effect is randomized. You can get healing potions, and as you can imagine, healing potions are the stuff you want. That mace is junk, no matter how you view it. So let's use it on the ring. As you can see, the rings can usually come with two effects. So bleed resistant, magic power, max health, slashing resistance and energy. This one is not bad. I might actually replace my other ring because the bonuses are so tiny. I guess we can take it because we'll throw it if we find something better. Also an upgrade for the caravan. A ladle for coal to get the big cauldron. Also destroyed, but it lowers the durability of your weapons, okay? Remember, our main goal is to kill all enemies, so you don't just have to kill the boss right now, it can be other effects as well. Large plate, an empty large plate. I guess we can take the rope. What you'd expect from this dungeon, full of thread. I'll be thinking, where is the rest of the enemies? And that's what I'm thinking as well. I thought I did a great job at clearing everything, but apparently we did not clear everything. It's over there. Yeah, the bottles are so bad. Full of oil. That's 20, worth 20. Oh, it's one of those things, the taller. Basically, it's a much better buffer than other enemies. As you can see, it can have quite effects. Oh, missed a lot of stuff. Okay, we are pretty safe over here. But still not all of the enemies. Really, game. have a feeling that these missions will be the more annoying ones. This is the potion that reduces your intoxication, which is great. Steel fragments. I guess we should repair our main armor. So that goes from 64 to 84. The wire has been since used to make another trap. And while you might think, well, that's not saving a lot of money, but keep in mind, if you do it like me, you'll save about 80 coins. Not much, not a lot, not too little. Potato. Berry. Useless. Raspberry. Okay, but now I'm really stumped. Where is the last enemy? So they're not there, they're not... I guess we just have to keep looking. There's no enemy 100% here. I read about this in one of the Steam posts. Might be a bug, but seems like it's real. Killed all enemies. Still not ready to go. Game, stop giving me empty plates. Unless I don't understand what an enemy is, where is the last enemy? So annoying. Yeah, I think there's a big bug with these types of missions. Kill all enemies, but there are no more enemies left. Come on, there are a lot of dead people over here, a lot of bodies. Tell me none of them count. Look at running as no. I think I'll just step on that trap so I no longer have to remember myself of it. Remind myself of it. Looks like here it could be another room, but I don't see any other entrances. Rats, I hate this. Okay, let's go down here again. I don't think it registers the death of this enemy over here because... Oh... Okay, now it's fixed. I have to write on the Steam forums about that. That's so stupid. Come on, game. I forgot that if you kill that thing, you still have to destroy the pole. That's such a niche and horrible thing. Well, I guess since our morale and scent is still very low, we'll search all of these. I think it damages your hands a little bit and destroys your braces a little bit as well. Come on, we came, we saw, we got disappointed. Let's follow the road back. I don't think I want to mess up a lot of tigers. Buffaloes. Leave the buffaloes alone. The buffaloes are crazy. Those were tier 2 bandits. I guess you have to learn the tiers of the bandits as well. Those are just normal bandits. We're already too strong for them. Can still be annoying because they'll damage your stuff. Basically worthless trash. I guess it's just better to make more fodder and sell it. Really care what? Nah. I'll have to do this another time. So as you can see, I'm not fighting all the time. It's kind of pointless. Just want to go back into the city and relax and sell all of the loot I have. This is the road, so there must be a bridge over here, I hope. Again. Nice wooden steps. No, those are tier 2 bandits, you can tell by their weapons. I mean, the tier 1s don't have that shield, that round shield. See? This is dangerous. This is the most dangerous one. And the Oaken shield. Well, I guess we can take a look at it. Yeah, and it's not really worth it. I just like my fist shield. I think we can find a better one in one of the big cities. Let's eat the good cabbage and just run away. Yeah. We didn't even have to use our tool medkit just because we didn't take a lot of damage, because I was so careful in the dungeon. I guess it's a skill that you learn by playing more and more of the game. I don't know, I'm playing both Quasimorph and this. I guess some of the skills you learn in one or the other game. Translating the... Oh, that's so scary! I forgot this is bison territory. You can only kill the bisons after you are very, very high level, maybe level 10 or more. I don't even want to think what level you have to be to do that. Forget what the winery does. By the way, if you encounter a wild animal on a map, that probably means that that's the only one on the map itself, so you can probably travel a little less carefully. But it's not a good rule. Let's just be fat. Don't worry, you're not wasting the food. It actually goes into this thing over here, which gives you more morale and more sanity and some other stuff. So in a way, it's actually pretty good to be overfed. I think the grape is just for fodder yet again. No, this actually gives you good stuff. That, like a little piggy. Good thing I even have a well. This is exactly what I was looking for. So as you can see, you can even... Ooh! Vigorous Soldier, Mantle, Enchanted Light, Chest Piece. I don't remember seeing this magical armor, but as you can see, you get magical power, miracle chance in my... Okay, that's actually very, very good if you ask me, but it's so expensive. I guess we can sell some of the red. Why is the full thread so... doesn't have money? Now to celebrate this great victory, I'll just have to drink a little bit of this. Now as you can see, you get morale. I recommend you buy the meat and some of the cheaper stuff. And on your way back, just drink it slowly. think we can take that as, you know, sort of a fast travel. Elven ice wine. I would love to steal that. That's not stealing. Well, if it's not stealing, I'll just pretend I'm drunk and I'll pretend I'll take it. Okay, you cannot steal it. I guess you can wait until they go to sleep, but nope. Inside there's a dream job. Yeah, you can claim the rewards from multiple people, which was, I think, one of the things they added at some point. A weird mechanic, but as you can see, the point is that you have multiple ways to travel. And even if you don't arrive over there, you have fast travel from here, and you can also just get your rewards. Crate of wine. Oh wow, I really want to steal this. This is kind of sad. Okay, this might interest some merchant. I guess it still counts as stolen, so the guards will be after my face to eat me and to probably tell me I'm a bad human. So even if they don't catch you, the guard will still catch on to your antics. That's just a random bottle over there, really? We can go below or above. That's very interesting. I guess you can just eat the evidence. I guess money doesn't really have a trace. Okay, now there's a catch with the stealing. If you go into a city, a guard will tell you, you have stolen, stop. Let me try a different approach to the stealing situation. Now I hope because I took the coach, they will not attack me, the guards will not say hello to me immediately. So bad, they'll catch me. Away from the village, please. Okay, I think this works, but I'm not sure. I guess you lost the elven wine, but I don't think you can get the elven wine. That would have been too cool to get it. It's those NPCs that just hang around the ladder over there. So let me see if I can just steal an item and then put it in the caravan. So no one will know about it. Yeah. Hello Varen, I just found a crate of wine. Don't worry, it's not stolen, it's almost stolen. I mean, don't worry, nobody saw me, that's the thing I was trying. Don't worry, nobody saw me. He probably is saying, you idiot. Also try to keep the schematics. Why am I carrying a bone with me? I don't have a bone to pick with anyone. Okay, let's go back to the city. Yeah, it was a bit annoying because I forgot about the water thingy in... But this is kind of like how a mission will be, and if you... I'm also curious if we'll get caught. Should have enough money to buy our way out of jail. Manshire. Now, I really want to sleep. I don't like it when I'm outside during the night, because there's nothing to do. You know what, I think this guide on how to do things in the game is actually a lot better than I thought, because I detailed so much information. I think I detailed information that I learned in about 50 hours of gameplay in 10 minutes. You should always get the 1-day bed, because you'll be out in missions for 2 or 3 days sometimes. There's no point in renting the room for more than that. This is kind of annoying. Wake up at 8. Now, if the guards catch you, don't worry, you'll know. You'll 100% know. Rats. Now that I think about it a little better, maybe I should just get all of the coins I can. Or maybe we'll find something really good to buy. Why do I keep selling my bags? It's clear that I need more than one. Probably find probably find a few identification screws as well. There are no more missions here. I wish you can, if there is a mission or not in a certain area. Oh, it seems like we're okay, at least for the time being. I guess I can buy an iron ingot to finish the quest faster, because I'll get reputation. No, we are very cheap. We are very dirty. We don't do that. $52 fodder. Well, that's not a lot of gold. I think in Osbrook we get more for it. Also, like I said, you probably want at least 2 identification scores to take with you in missions. That's trash. That's trash as well. At least we can sell that. Well, I guess we need more identification potion, more identification scrolls. So now I'll repair my equipment in Osbrook and not here. Probably buy one of these before I forget, and also one of these, because I'll surely forget when I go to the other city. What are you selling? Nothing interesting. Yeah, they don't seem to have a lot of good loot for me most of the times. Also, don't repair over here because it will be more expensive. There's 52 for the armor. Let's go how much is it in Osbrook. I think we're mostly done over here. I don't have anything else left to do. Yeah, let's just keep the fodder and sell it in the next location. Okay, I guess this will be another bigger portion. That will be for the caravan upgrades. Buy one. Okay, let's go back. I may be wondering, why did I sleep? Why did I save in the tavern over there? Because I wanted to be sure 100% I'll not get arrested when I go back over there. It's annoying, but what can we do? I have to do the rest of camera because again, there's a lot of management that goes into the game currently. I should pick up all of the parries, all of the stuff. I am just too lazy to do that. I guess you can just keep the fodder so you can travel somewhere else. Go, let's hit the road. It's actually a pretty good idea. I mean, don't go back if you don't have enough fodder. So I think the missions regenerate once every week right now. Kind of horrible. So I guess I should just do totally different missions. Also try and hunt the moose and some of the other stuff. Also, you probably want to sleep once you arrive over here because you'll not save your progress. Do I have any food left? I do. Got a little piglet. You might be wondering again, why did I leave so much money in the other place? Well, it doesn't really matter per se, because the biggest problem will be reputation. I'll be able to buy the items you need anyway. So stop dreaming. It'll be a long time before you can buy the items. It's not morning yet. Might have overestimated my luck. Okay, let's go and make something out of the... Well, we need the workbench, and this is the workbench. Make a throwing net. It's kind of annoying that this is how the game works. They should have really... There's money here. They should have really, you know, streamlined the process a little bit. That's a brand new net that we basically got for free. Yeah, we only had to go for the annoying part of a little bit of crafting and getting some items with us. Wait, what? You get experience for crafting? 75 experience? I take that back, then it's 100% worth it to craft like that. 75 experience is a lot of experience, believe me. Leather belt, this is the first time I see the leather belt. It's actually good. Not much else over here. Please, Mr. Blacksmith, have good items for me. Also, yeah, before I forget, I don't know why they do this. Apparently they only sell in the bag that has the least amount of money. Pain killing decreases pain. That's useful. Push your health, that's useful as well, but not exactly what I wanted. That's definitely not worth it. I guess I can buy 2 ropes and the wire and then just get 70. I don't know, that's a lot of experience, because if you craft 10 of those, that's 750 experience for free. And it doesn't really cost that much, and you can just stockpile them or sell them. And it's the same price. I'm not sure where you can repair some of this stuff. A much better helmet. 14 physical, bleed, 20 control. But that's going too much into the debuff area. On the other hand, it's pretty cheap. It's actually dirt cheap, so might as well buy it since it's an upgrade. It looks so much worse than his Cadian helmet, which is so polished and nice. Yeah, cannot do much about that. Okay, I'm sold. I'll have to buy the wires. I can also craft more hemp, more rope. Very interesting. The game has some interesting mechanics now. Bye bye.